So the scene starts with Ash and Paul pulling up to the Pokemon League. Ash sends out Pikachu as his first Pokemon, and Paul sends out Aggron. Aggron uses Metal Claw, and Pikachu counters with Iron Tail. Aggron uses Metal Sound. By that name alone, I know that must sound crazy for the Pokemon.
From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama when I ring. See, I believe.
This is pure ass, but Pikachu hits Aggron with a clean Thunderbolt and follows up with Volt Tackle. But Aggron uses Flash Cannon to stop Pikachu, making Pikachu roll like Neymar in the field. And Ash was like,
big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv.
Ash switches out Pikachu. Yeah, return Pikachu. And send out the GOAT, INFERNAPE. That shit had me geeking. Aggron uses Double Edge. INFERNAPE uses Flare Blitz. And they start to go head for head. And they both crash into each other. Aggron uses Flash Cannon. But INFERNAPE hit him with a right hook and sent him flying. And Aggron gets knocked out. But this was only the beginning of INFERNAPE's aura. Paul sends out Gastrodon. Ash sends out Staraptor. Staraptor is wasting no time and went straight for the head. And gets a clean sweep. And that boy's neck expanded. Gastrodon's whole neck game was moving crazy and started to move like Ash. Paul copied Ash's whole flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Staraptor uses Aerial Ace, but misses.
What?
If y'all didn't know, Aerial Ace will never miss. This guy is a fraud! And Gastrodon jumps on Staraptor's back. My man had Staraptor pressed on the ground. Is he trying to do a Diddy move? He looking like he giving him the back shots.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
He shoots Water Pulse in the air to make it fall down on Staraptor. Staraptor uses Close Combat and bangs hard on the ground and manages to escape. But Gastrodon couldn't let Staraptor go for free and hits an Ice Beam behind his back. That Ice Beam was super effective, that even I could feel it. Ash switches out Staraptor and sends out Weasel. Gastrodon uses Ice Beam and Weasel uses Aqua Jet, and bro turning to a frozen rocket. I ain't gonna lie, this was straight fire. Ash's strategy needs to be studied. Gastrodon tries to do a WWE move, but Weasel said, "Eat this Ice Punch!" And down goes Gastrodon. Paul's next Pokemon is Drapion, and this guy literally was the biggest menace in Paul's team. He was actually Thanos. Drapion's like, "Eat this!" Weasel weaves and counters with Sonic Boom, but Drapion blocks it with his tail. This guy really has spider senses and grabs Weasel with his tail. Weasel manages to escape with his floating sack. Not gonna lie, that was some impressive shit. But Drapion was like,
You triggered my trap card!
Weasel lands on the ground and gets poisoned by toxic spikes and straight up overkills Weasel with Pin missiles. This blood was finished, but now it's Staraptor's turn. Drapion tries to send missiles on Staraptor's ass. Staraptor just dodges and weaves in. Staraptor goes for an Aerial Ace and Drapion is like,
We?
2 misses in a row? Nah. And I was like, how is it even possible? And like I said before, Aerial Ace does not miss.
It's trash.
And gets caught by his tail again. I feel bad for Ash Staraptor, because not gonna lie, he got done dirty in these fights. Cause Staraptor is best starter flying Pokemon hands down. Bro only got 1 hit in this entire battle. And Paul was a freaking demon. He hits Staraptor with a cross poison and slams him on the floor. And down goes Staraptor. Not gonna lie, that was a brutal beatdown. So they both have lost 2 Pokemon. We have ourselves a battle. Ash sends out Torterra. One thing I gotta mention is that Gen 4 had the best starters. No cap. They actually cooked with these starters. We got Torterra, 10 out of 10. Infernape, 10 out of 10. Empoleon, 10 out of 10. How can you not glaze this gen? And we got 2 big boys, and they go hit for hit. Drapion uses Cross Poison, and Torterra cancels it out with Energy Ball. Torterra uses Leaf Storm, and gets a direct hit. But Drapion retaliates with Pin Missiles. Torterra uses Rock Climb, and tries to jump on Drapion. Not gonna lie, it looked like Torterra was cooking. They had this in the first half, because Drapion straight up catches Torterra. When I saw this, I was just about to leave. Cause there's no way I could see my goat be done like this. Drapion uses Poison Fang, making Torterra fall with his back, but uses Synthesis to recover. And Paul was such a menace, he didn't even care. He waited for Torterra to recover and went for the Pin Muscle, which just straight bodies Torterra. Absolutely diabolical. Not only that, Paul tells Ash that he let him defeat 2 of his Pokemon just to know his strategy. Ash was like, sure buddy, like bro didn't even care. The next battle is between Gliscor and Ninjask. Ninjask moving like he in Dragon Ball Z. Gliscor gets absolutely destroyed and gets yeeted and also gets poisoned by the toxic spikes. So Gliscor had to get out of there. My man Gliscor got sent to the battle and couldn't land a single hit. Ash sends out INFERNAPE back out and uses Dig. When I first saw this, I was so confused, since ground type moves have no effect on flying type Pokemon. What could Ash be cooking this time? But he uses Flare Blitz on the ground, which removes the toxic spikes, and Paul shat himself. You could tell that his life flashed before his eyes. See, I knew what he was going to do all along.
Cap.
Ninjask uses Giga Drain, but INFERNAPE locks in on Ninjask and obliterates Ninjask and knocks him out. And so far, INFERNAPE has been carrying. And next up, Paul sends out Frostlass and Ash sends out Pikachu. Frostlass is roaming around the field trying to scare Pikachu and nothing seems to hit Frostlass. But Pikachu hit Frostlass with a and then sun started to shine again and everyone started smiling. They couldn't even believe it. Frostlass freezes Pikachu with Ice Beam, but Pikachu breaks the ice with Volt Tackle and hits Frostlass in the gut and knocks her out. Next up is Drapion vs Gliscor. Gliscor isn't trying to get caught by Drapion's tail and goes for Stone Edge, but Drapion counters with Cross Poison, which creates a smoke, and Gliscor hits a clean Giga Impact behind Drapion and is emoting in the air, doing backflips like his Ice Show speed. But Drapion did land multiple Pimosals on Gliscor though. Drapion goes for Cross Poison, but Gliscor weaves and hits him with a Fire Fang and cooks up Scorpion for dinner. Paul is on his last Pokemon and he sends out Electivire. If y'all thought that Drapion was a menace, oh boy, this guy was even a bigger threat. But Gliscor said, I'm a ground type, this is free eats, and kept him in the battle. Electivire uses Thunder on the ground, since electric type moves don't have any effect on ground types. We should be good, right? But he makes rocks fall on Gliscor. Was that Rock Slide? This means that Electivire has 5 moves. How is this even possible? Gliscor uses Giga Impact. Electivire blocks it, puts him in a lock, and Brick Breaks Gliscor in the face. And my dog Gliscor gets defeated. So now Pikachu wants to give Electivire the smoke. Electivire uses Thunder on the ground again, but Pikachu was like, it don't work, and avoids the rocks and hits him in the dome. And for some reason, Ash's brain stopped working. Pikachu uses Volt Tackle, which activates Electivire's ability Motor Drive, which makes him immune to electric type moves and gets stronger from them. So Electivire gets absolutely juiced up. He uses Thunder Punch, but Pikachu blocks it with Iron Tail, which puts Pikachu in a lock. Electivire uses Brick Break and hits Pikachu in the dome. And Pikachu, the OG, gets slept. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We've got Electivire versus INFERNAPE. Electivire uses Thunder Punch, while INFERNAPE uses Mach Punch, and they go at each other. The battle was so intense, it made me watch the fight looking like this. Electivire uses Thunder. INFERNAPE avoids it by using Dig, and gets a clean uppercut on Electivire. And they start to go absolutely crazy. No holds barred. Eventually, INFERNAPE gets caught lacking. He uses Mach Punch and gets caught. This was a violation. Electivire uses Thunder and hits him clean. INFERNAPE tries to hold on for dear life, but he falls on the ground. And at first, I thought that this battle was over, cause I would crash out if INFERNAPE lost. The battle was about to end, but Electivire started to talk trash to INFERNAPE. INFERNAPE starts to wake up, but Electivire is like, come on, is that all you got? But INFERNAPE said,
You should have gone for the head.
because INFERNAPE goes Super Saiyan. And it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in the Pokemon anime. It was magnificent. INFERNAPE uses Flamethrower, and it literally transforms to a Kamehameha. But Electivire tries to counter it with Thunder, and bro got sent to the Shadow Row. INFERNAPE said,
I'm not finished.
and goes for Mach Punch, and they both goes for the final move. Electivire tries to end it with Thunder Punch, while INFERNAPE uses Flare Blitz, and they both collide with each other. It was a beautiful exchange, but INFERNAPE took completely over. And then, we're having a moment of silence. And with that, Ash gets the W. And that's how INFERNAPE destroyed Paul's team. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one.